Hey guys, it's Shannon. I have been MIA for a little while. I actually took a little vacation and was kind of gone for 2 weekends in a row. And so I intended to actually film last week, but just couldn't get my act together in time to get it together. It takes a little while to kind of get back in the groove. So I haven't been here for a little while. I did not do my normal end of the month, beginning of the month videos. I didn't do my hot picks video, and I also did not do a favorites video for last month. The favorites video, since I missed a few weeks last month and a little bit of time from this month, I'm just going to combine my favorites for the 2 months together and show that to you, at the beginning of next month. So it's not really going to make a big difference. I just have a few extra products to go through to pick my favorites, so no big deal. The hot picks might be a little bit more of a big deal just because you guys are used to me doing this every single month. If you really want me to do one, I will do one. It's just, the month is halfway over already, so it just seems a little bit redundant. I can tell you that you guys know that I always try to be way ahead of everybody else. I like to be ahead of the game. By the time everybody else has picked up on a trend, I already like to have been moved on to something else. And so the trends that I would have picked for this month are not going to be the trends that everybody else is talking about. For example, everybody is just now talking about Doc Marten boots again. If you go back and look through my videos, you'll see that I told you to get Doc Martens about a year ago. And so for me, I would have been wearing them last year, and now that everybody else is starting to wear them, I'm going to, tuck them away for another 10 years until they become popular again the next time. And I actually recommended that you guys get the neon ones anyway, because those are, way cooler than just the plain black ones. And the neon trend is starting to calm down a little bit now too, so again, either way, I would be tucking them away for a future time, even though everybody else is now just starting to jump on the bandwagon. So I wanted to ask you guys about that anyway, because I like to be ahead of everybody else, but a lot of people like to be exactly on trend with what everybody else is wearing. I'm one of those people that, while it's flattering for people to copy your style, I actually get annoyed. Like if I had a friend who was always buying the exact same things I buy, that would be annoying to me. I would want them to find things that are their own style. And once everybody jumps onto a trend, I don't want to do it anymore, and that's just me. But a lot of people really like to be exactly on trend. They like to wear the popular style for right now. And so I just wanted to ask you guys what you would prefer me to do for, going forward with my hot picks videos. Because if I keep doing them the way I've done them for the past year, I'm always going to be telling you guys trends way before they happen, and as long as you know that, it's fine, because you can jump on the bandwagon ahead of everybody else and like I do, and then know that eventually everybody's going to catch up to you. But some of you don't really want to do it until you see people really wearing the trend and you see that everybody is really doing it, and you kind of like to blend in and do the things that everybody else is doing more than kind of having your own sort of forward-thinking style. So I just want to know what you guys would like for me to do from here forward. I can continue to give you the trends the way that I normally would, which is going to be ahead of everybody else, or I can hold my tongue and wait and talk about them the same time that everybody else is talking about them. And I just felt like doing a video about Doc Martens right now when everybody else is already doing their videos on Doc Martens wouldn't make any sense. So if I were going to do a video for this month, it's going to, it's going to be the way that I always do it. But just let me know in the comments below if you have a preference, which style that you would like, because I know that not everybody is the way that I am, and if it makes more sense to my viewers to do the trends exactly when they're a trend, rather than forecasting what is going to be a trend eventually, if that's better for you guys, then I will change my style and I will do that for you, because like I said, I like to do things that are a little bit different and set my own style, and I like when people say, oh, I really like that, but by the time everybody starts to copy, I want to be doing my own thing again. So that's just me. Okay, so that's that. So today is a Ready Set Shop video. If you've never seen my Ready Set Shop videos before, they're videos where I show you the things that I've been playing around with over the last week, products that I've been playing around with. Some might be new, some might be older that I have pulled back out. And I just kind of give you sort of a brief description of them and swatches, and that way if you're out over the weekend shopping, you might see something that you will want to take a look at. So I have a few more products than I normally do just because I did, slack off last week and have missed a little bit, so I added a couple products in just based on the timing. I'm going to start with nail polishes, and I haven't really done nail polishes yet in my Ready Set Shop videos, I don't think. And mostly that's because, I think I did one. Mostly that's because I don't really wear nail polish in the summertime except for on my toes. And because nail polish stays on my toes really, really well, I usually just pick a color and put that color on, and it lasts for so long that it ends up just being the color that I wear all summer long. And it's not until winter that I really start to paint my fingernails and the colors start to change more often, because my fingernails, color just doesn't last on your fingernails like it does on your toes. Okay, so I've painted my nails twice recently. The first nail polish that I use is the Sonia Kashuk nail color, and this is number 14 in Taunting Teal. And this can be found at Target. They're affordable. They're like $4.99, something like that. This is an interesting color. I've used Sonia Kashuk's Smoke and Mirrors before and loved it. Hardcore loved it. This polish I'm a little bit torn between because, I'll tell you why. First of all, the color is very interesting. The name is Taunting Teal, but when I picked it up and when I look at it in the bottle and the times I've described it before, it really to me is more of like a dark smoky blue color. And that's what's interesting about it, is because in the bottle it kind of to me looks more blue than green, and normally when we think of teal, teal is usually technically kind of a green color with some blue tones to it. And in the bottle it looks more smoky blue. In bright light, once you put this on your nails, in bright light, it looks more blue. In dimmer light, and when it's not a sunshiny day, when it's kind of a cloudy day, the green color actually stands out more, and you start to be able to see where the teal name comes from. So it is an interesting color to play around with. What I don't like about it is that it dries a little bit quickly. And normally that would not be a problem for me, but the reason that it's a problem is because the brush on this is actually a very, 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 very skinny brush, as you can see. And I normally prefer a skinnier brush over the thick brushes, but this one is almost too skinny. And I don't remember having that problem with the Smoke and Mirrors, so it's kind of an interesting issue that I've just had with this. And the problem is that having that skinny brush with a really fast drying nail polish means that as you're applying it to the nails, it starts to almost dry on contact, and you don't really have a whole lot of time to sort of spread it out over the nail. And because of that, it can have a tendency to look streaky. So a tip that I have for you in using this polish is make sure you really load your brush up with polish. I mean, it should be, dripping with the color. And don't wipe your brush off, and then use all of that color and spread it out as quickly as possible, and that way you'll avoid it being streaky. So just a little tip if you pick this color up. The other two polishes I have to show you I actually have on right now, and let me put my hand behind there so it'll focus for you better. And basically what I'm wearing is, and the polish that I wanted to wear is this NYC Long Wearing Nail Enamel. It's in 105 Starry Silver Glitter. I've shown you guys this before. They're very affordable. They're like less than $1. But it's this beautiful silver glitter, and it has these pink and blue little sort of round glitters mixed in. And I never wear polishes like the same twice usually. I have so many that I'm always kind of playing around with them. And so this time I wore it over my OPI nail lacquer in Yodel Me on My Cell. Now this was part of the Switzerland collection, and I mean you might be able to find it on eBay or swap it with somebody, but you can't find it in the stores anymore really. Limited edition. But any sort of satin finished teal color would do if you want to replicate the look that I have on my nails. I'm not a huge fan of these two together. It is pretty, but it doesn't really allow the glitter polish to really stand out as much as this glitter polish normally does. And part of that is because the little blue glitters kind of blend into the teal polish, so you don't really see them. And then the pink ones, because you can't really see the blue ones, it makes the pink ones a little more sporadic. And then, you know, this, you can see the little silver glitter, the fine glitter pretty well, but it's not my favorite combination that I've ever done with this glitter polish before. So just an FYI. But I assumed that was going to be the case too when I was putting it on, but you always want to try it anyway, because there's a lot of times when you'll be pleasantly surprised. Next, I have another of the e.l.f. Studio Cream eyeliners, and the color that I have here is copper. I've shown you one of these before. You can get these at Target, but this one I actually bought from my Dollar Tree, so if you have a Dollar Tree near you, check your Dollar Tree and see if they have any still. It just comes in a little pot like this, and it has this little flat angled eyeliner brush. And you know, I've said before, a lot of people throw these away, but this actually works really well in a pinch. And this is just a nice pretty coppery color, you know, on the dark end of coppery, almost bronzy. And it's just a nice eyeliner. You can see just a single little swipe gives you kind of a nice line, and obviously I didn't put a ton of product on my brush, I just did one little tap in. These are actually really nice eyeliners, and you know, even if you pay $3 for it on the Eyes Lips Face website or at Target, you still really can't beat it. I mean, it's definitely worth the $3, but by all means, if you can find it for $1 at your Dollar Tree, then go for it. Next is the Avon Super Drama Mascara. Now, I've shown you guys this mascara before. The reason that I'm showing it to you again is I actually got it in brown black this time. I showed you the black one before. This one is the brown black. And what is really neat about this is the brush. I've talked about this before. The brush is very interesting. It's almost like a little ceiling fan. The bristles are sort of, they're flat like a ceiling fan, so if you turn the brush this way and sliced it into a million pieces, it would look like a teeny tiny windmill. And because of that, you get good product on the lashes. It actually takes groups of lashes and sort of points them together, so you get a very defined sort of lash line. It's perfect for the kind of person who leans a little towards the spidery lash look but doesn't want it to really look spidery. They just want their lashes to be kind of joined together because it kind of fakes the thick look, but they don't specifically want it spidery, but they also don't want the individual lashes defined. So if that describes you, then this would be perfect for you. And since they have some color options, you know, you're not just stuck with regular black. A lot of you blonde haired girls, unless your lashes, if your lashes and your brows are blonde as well, I would always recommend to you, especially in everyday makeup wear, to wear a brown mascara or a brown black mascara versus a harsh black mascara, because it is still going to define your lashes. People are going to be able to see your lashes from far away, but it's going to look more natural, and that's going to be the way that you're going to be able to fake that, oh yes, these are my natural beautiful lashes, versus yes, this is, you know, 20 layers of mascara clumped onto my lashes to pretend like I have thicker lashes than I do. Just my little tip: anytime that we can wear makeup to make it look like it is natural versus it is makeup trying to look natural is better. And you can do that as a blonde by using brown mascaras versus black. Okay, I have a lot of lipsticks to show you. Oddly, for some reason, I've been heavy on the lipstick playing around with lately for some reason. I don't have any idea why. So the first one I'm going to show you, this is an Avon Pro Luscious Pout Lip color, and the color that I have is Vibrant Nude. And this looks like this, and when you open it, you know, it's just a nice nudie, kind of peachy undertoned lipstick. It has, you know, nice peach coloring to it. It does have good payoff. It's a really soft, creamy formula. And what's really cool is that here in the tip, you have this sort of glossy overlay and also a little mirror. And so this gloss is really, really soft. And this is designed so that you just put a little dot kind of in the center of your lips, and it will make your lips glossy in the middle. So let me just do a little swatch for the gloss that's not on the lipstick itself. You can see it right there. Next is actually another Avon color. This is one of the extra lasting lip glosses, and the color is Sunkissed Ginger, and this looks like that. This is a pretty peachy color, just what it sounds like, and it's lighter than the one I just showed you. These last a really long time on the lips, hence the name Extra Lasting. And these are a little bit lighter. Most of these shades are a little bit lighter. They do give you a little bit of a finish that sort of seems like maybe you had some lip gloss on, but not overly shiny. And they do last for a really long time on the lips, so I really like these. Next is an Essence lipstick, and this is number 59 in Funky Funky. And this color some of you might be shocked by, or you may not think it's your thing. That's exactly why I picked it, because I like to be a little bit different. This is a purple color. I mean, it's pretty dark purple. It's looking more purple than it really is. It almost has like a gray cast to it, or kind of a silvery cast to it. And it is a glittery finish. It does have sort of like glitters mixed into it. Not glitters. It's really hard to describe. This is one you really have to look at. And I picked mine up at Ulta, so when you're in Ulta, take a look at this one. It's really hard to describe because it is glitter in there, but it's not like little flecks of glitter like we normally think of glitter. It's almost like it's just a part of the lipstick. And this color really is more of like a glossy finish. You don't need to be afraid of it at all. This is a great color to mix with other colors. It's a great color to put on the lips to just deepen your natural lip shade, and then if you want to put a lip gloss over it, you could, but you don't really have to. So just a really pretty sheer. You can build the color up too. You can make it darker if you want, but it's really just a nice sheer wash of color. And I think these are like $2, so those are fun. And they do have more typical everyday colors too. So next is one of the Revlon lip butters, and this is one I don't hear as many people talking about. It's Sugar Plum. It's number 85, and it's a plummy color, just like it sounds like. And this is one of the ones that doesn't have quite as much pigmentation as some of the others. I mean, it still has plenty of pigmentation, but it's a little on the lighter side from some of the others. It comes off on the lips. It's kind of in between, a purple color and a burgundy color, and it's really a nice shade. I would give it a try. This is on me. This is kind of my lips but better kind of color. It's really not that different from my natural lip color. So it goes on with just a nice, sort of sheer wash over the lips that kind of deepens them just a little bit, but leaves a sort of a glossy look to my lips. Next is one of the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stains, and this is one that I don't hear about quite as much either. The name of it is Crush, and it's number 5. And I probably don't hear as much about it because it is one of the darker shades. You guys have all seen these. This is one that does have a little more pigmentation than a lot of them, but I told you guys before that the more pigmented they are, the less glossy they are. So this one is, one of the ones that is a little bit less glossy than the others. It's kind of a trade-off that you have with these. If you want high gloss, then you need to pick one of the shades that doesn't have as much pigmentation. If you want more pigmentation, then you're not going to have as much gloss. This one was particularly drying on my lips as well. The balm factor in these is really kind of useless. These aren't going to make your lips feel moist. This one definitely didn't. It was a little bit drying. It was pretty drying on my lips. Not terrible, not completely uncomfortable, but just enough to be annoying and aware that there's not a whole lot of balm properties to these. But anyway, if you're trying these, a lot of people have been disappointed with these. If you're disappointed with the color payoff that they've had, but you're still determined to find one or to try one or to have one, then this one obviously has more pigmentation than a lot of the others. So, and last today is one of the Avon Festive lip glosses. This has a shimmer finish. The color that I have is Twinkle. And these are just lip glosses in a tube. They look like this, and they have a lot of different colors. This one, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but it has these really pretty, sort of reflective, little teeny tiny glitters in it. They are glitters, but they are, you know, extremely fine glitters. I'm actually wearing it today, and I just have a lip liner on that is the exact same color as my lips, and I just kind of filled in with the lip liner a little bit, and then I just put this gloss over it. When you're putting this gloss on, when you first start to put it on, when it's extremely thin and you're just starting to get to it, you will see the glitters right away, and it might make some of you panic a little bit because I know a lot of you are afraid of glitter. Don't stop there. Don't let that freak you out. You will see it right away initially when you're putting it on, but as you put the lip gloss on and it gets thicker, you almost really can't see the glitter at all. It just ends up being just this nice shine. Now, I'm sure that if you're in some really specific lighting, like some crazy fluorescent lighting, like in a dressing room or something, there is probably some specific lighting that is going to reflect off those glitters a little bit more, and you might see them a little better. But I even specifically looked really close in a mirror, and I was really trying to see, can I really see these glitters on my lips? And once the gloss is on in kind of a thick, normal application, they really just sort of blend in and disappear. So, and it just leaves you with the twinkle, which is why it's called Twinkle, left over. For me, you guys know I'm not afraid of glitter. I love glitter. I think everybody should have a little bit of glitter in their life. I think life is too short to not just enjoy your glitter no matter how old you are. And I'm 38, so, you know, I'm no spring chicken. I am up there, and I can say that. So I think if you're normally one of those people that just says, well, I'm this age, I can't wear glittery things, or, you know, I work in a professional setting, I need to stay away from glitter, or whatever your reasoning might be for not using glitter, I would say forget that and try this. Be okay with trying this, because it's not going to be like that. So let me do a swatch for you really quickly. I'm out of places to swatch. So, oh, it smells good too. So it's right here, and you can see that it just leaves a nice shine. And I mean, you can see on camera that you can't see any glitters specifically standing out at you. I know you can't. So don't be afraid of it. It leaves this really nice shine. It'll be really pretty if you have a darker lip color that you want to give a little brightness to. This is perfect for it. And for all you girls that just will not stop wearing nude lipsticks and just are not going to put those down, this is going to give you the perfect finish that you guys are all looking for as well. So, as always, I'm going to leave links to everything that I can find online down in the information bar below, like I always do, so that if you are an online-only shopper, you can find as many of these as I can find out there. And if you have any questions about any of the products, then let me know. Don't forget to tell me what your feelings are about the Hot Picks videos, if you have an opinion either way. If you want me to be exactly on trend of what everybody is doing right now, or if you want me to continue doing it like I always have and tell you a year or so ahead of time of, you know, the things that are gonna come out, or that you could be doing and set the trends rather than living right in the trends. Just let me know your opinion below, and I'm happy, you know, majority's gonna win. If I have a lot of people that want me to change it, then I will change it. And I think that's it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the weeks that I've missed. If anything exciting happened in your life and I missed it, tell me about it down in the information bar below. If you went on vacation, tell me about it. And I think that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.